Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Now, Barney. Over.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson will throw again. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Over.
To throw again is Jackson. And able to find John Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Terrell Suggs in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half.
Ready?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8.
Easy.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Shutting defenders at the 15. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thick.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zadarius Smith leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
36.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
All right, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Out to his left. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
0-2. Hey, kill.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes!
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Easy. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And Hill running right through it. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Monday.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On the ground, Kamara. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Check. Gun. 47 to fight, boy. 47. Check. 47.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. It's taken to the 26. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They're spinning now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Good set, good set. Kill.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Breeze to throw on second down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Easy.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
36.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Green 39. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
They go play action now. Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's forced out right. He's going deep for Brown. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is brought in at the 21. yards. Well done on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Shit. Motion.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, after a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Play action. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Breeze now on 1st down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And it's no good. Let's pull it. And still nothing on the scoreboard. It remains a scoreless tie. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On second down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Play action. It's Jackson. Dancing to his ball. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. To throw is Brees. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Back now in Baltimore, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The Saints on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Brees. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Easy.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here we go.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Toss play, Kamara gets by him, and now a little daylight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give. This is Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90.
Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
Jackson to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Jackson. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Throwing now is Jackson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go now. Green.
Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
All right, here we go.
He's back to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Breeze is looking to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Breeze to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you've got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept them short of the marker. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare two-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That'll make it 1st and 15.